I'd also like to thank the honourable member from Ottawa-Orléans for his intervention. He is an honourable gentleman, and those of us who have worked with him certainly know he's sincere in what he has just said to the House. Thank you, sir. Now, Mr. Speaker, turning to the topic at hand, it's been 6 months now since, out of the blue, the Harper administration imposed a 31%. Don't say names. The administration, sir, imposed a 31% tax on investors and caused their retirement savings to tumble. Now, some people ask why we on this side of the House keep fighting this move. Why do we tell average taxpayers not to give up? Well, obviously we could, and that would be the easy path, but the easy path is not what we are choosing in this particular instance. And I'd like to give, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to give you 5 reasons why we believe the income tax trust must be stopped, delayed, or at least modified. First, there but for the grace of the Minister of Finance go all the rest of us as taxpayers. If the Minister of Finance and the Prime Minister can impose a crushing new tax on personal investments and wipe away $25 billion in private savings and not care and get away with it, then it is probably going to happen again. So one must ask, what will be the next target of the Finance Department to minimize tax expenditures and to maximize revenues? Will it be to eliminate or cap or start to tax RRSPs? Will it be to impose a capital gains tax, maybe even a modest one, on the massive real estate capital gains being enjoyed by homeowners these days? Think about it. Without political accountability, anything can happen. Secondly, this is a simple betrayal. Many people invested in income trusts or increased their stake precisely because the Minister of Finance and the Prime Minister said, you know what, it's okay to do this. They said, we will never tax these investments. And the man who is now Prime Minister said over and over again, and his very words, of course, caused an increase in the flow of savings into these vehicles. So his very words also encouraged many companies to convert into trusts, secure in the knowledge they thought that a Conservative government could be counted on to keep its word. Now, of course, we know differently. Thirdly, this shows a profound and deep and troubling lack of respect. Such a draconian move by any government demonstrates that it does not care about individual security, and more worrisome for this government, it doesn't care about property rights. The Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance knew well what this move would do to the pool of private savings in Canada, that the tax would depress the market value of all trusts and erase capital. But they did it anyway. And worse, they knew that a majority of these income trust investors were seniors who have no pensions. And so pension splittings have no value to these people whatsoever. There is no offset. And many of them, of course, Mr. Speaker, are too old to recoup their losses. But these guys did it anyway. And a government which so disrespects seniors is not deserving of our respect. Fourthly, this really hurts the political system. The government, this government, was supposed to be different. It promised transparency and it promised consistency. No tricks. Not getting elected saying we're going to eliminate a tax and then not doing it. Just steady Eddie government we could all count on with a populist streak and a new respect for the common voter. That's what we were told. But not so much. In a stroke, that changed. It's now politics as usual. Say one thing to gain support, get into power, and do another. And that, Mr. Speaker, sucks. And it proves once again that politicians deserve to have the same standing as used car salesmen, which is what the latest surveys show. Fifth, this unfairness, Mr. Speaker, is overwhelming.
Bro is rising on a point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I take offense to what the member just said, there's a number of people, and I'm certain a number of people in his own riding that work in the automotive industry and do not deserve to be drawn into disrespect by this member or any other member in this House in the manner of which the member has just done. I ask him to withdraw his comment.
The honourable member for Halton is rising on a point of order?
No, I'm on debate.
You're debating and you have less than a minute to finish.
Well, thank you, member from Peterborough, for eating up some time uselessly. Well, Mr. Speaker, I was saying my fifth point here is we have an unfairness this week that is overwhelming. This past Monday, the Minister of Finance went on to Bay Street and, at the modest urging of corporate Canada, did a flip-flop and all of a sudden eliminated a $1 billion tax loophole from his budget, and yet he does not have the decency to stand in this House and even apologize to investors from whom he stole 25.
The time provided for the consideration of private members' business has now expired, and the order is dropped to the bottom of the order of precedence on the order paper. When this matter returns, the honourable member for Halton will have another 4 minutes.